I go the rest of my life without ever seeing what I saw about 20 minutes ago in your backyard, I'm good. Honestly, that was kind of gross. It's not that, I mean, nature versus nurture. You know what I'm saying? But
I couldn't make it to the bathroom.
We were
circle.
I'm not talking about that. We'll talk about that later because that was embarrassing for both of us. But
that was the circle of life, right?
No, but yeah, we were just in the back doing our pre-show, and Dad's cat Louie apparently
caught a lizard. Trying to figure out where to eat the lizard.
When cats catch shit, they normally just kill it and then they drag it around. I've never heard of cats eating. This motherfucker caught this lizard, had it hanging out of its mouth. I was like, he's surely going to drop it any minute now. Nope.
I thought so too.
Just starts eating this fucking
thing.
I
could hear him crunching it.
It was amazing.
Holy shit, guys. Well, They Call Us the Breeze. This is episode 86. There's only one way to do it, so let's get to it. Let's go.
Let's eat this lizard.
Oh, yeah, guys. Welcome back to the Tiger Cage for another edition of They Call Us the Breeze. That is Bravo, Romeo, Echo, Sierra, live from the Tiger Cage. Yeah, I was like, it's weird.
Live from the Tiger Cage.
You got to say it after that, yeah, and Tiger Cage. But yeah, this is episode 86, man. Slowly creeping our way up to 100 there. I have an idea. You figure that's 14 weeks away, right?
Yeah.
The garage bar will definitely be built by then.
So we should do it there.
We should do our 100th show in the garage bar.
Drink 100 beers.
Drink collectively, 33 each. I'll have the 34th. That's fine. I'll take the hit for the team. At that point, I don't think it matters. You know, you're fucked.
We might not get through the show.
It would be a 3.333 repeating.
That's great.
Mom will be
love drinking at my house.
Checking to see if we're still alive.
I mean, speaking of drinking,
how is drinking at your house? Do you have any ghosts at your house?
Speaking of drinking, there's no ghosts, but so here's the deal. Well, you guys, let me first congratulate and put pats on both of your backs. Ryan's he's drank twice in 3 weeks. I don't know what's wrong with him. It must be a tapeworm. I'll have to look into it.
Feel great.
Dad, he's like, yeah, you've been way down on the sauce lately, right? I mean, you said something about how many beers in the last week?
Like a 12-pack.
Jesus.
I've heard on CNBC that Anheuser-Busch, they're doing secret meetings right now behind doors. And they're like, I don't know what's happening, but there's a certain demographic. There's a breach hack, I guess. That's, our stock is plummeting.
You too.
They're not drinking anymore.
I mean, this is the first beer I've seen you have in two weeks.
I wouldn't buy that stock.
I'm just saying, it's incredible what you guys are doing. Myself, I'm kind of going hard right.
You're making up for the difference?
I'm kind of going hard right. Just
God damn it, I got to carry you guys on my shoulders on everything.
Just like everything. Jesus Christ.
Oh, looks like he's like the asshole at the scramble, like with the four dudes on a freaking golf tournament. I guess I'm going to have to...
I've been having a lot of fun at the new house, and, I have the video game system now, so... playing all those video games and like curating my favorites list.
Do you have the video of me and Ryan riding by ourselves way out front, solo on horses?
Yes.
And then you're like Friar Tuck with all the beer in that wagon behind us.
Exactly, carrying all the wine. Exactly.
I'll do it. I'll take it.
So yeah, I gotta do what I gotta do. So I've just been hanging out and doing that and having some drinks, playing that. I brought the Telecaster home. I plugged in. I tried to play Jessica for a little bit more. Just different things that kind of lead to like it's like, I mean, you get home from work around 10 and
if you build it
and you have all these like toys, and
how's the walls sound in there? Because every house the walls are different. Obviously, when you guys were in the back room, that's 1/2-inch drywall in a 16 by 40 foot room. So it'll absorb
that rug I have, but either way, I don't hear it because I have headphones on the whole time.
Yeah.
But I wasn't talking exactly about that room, but I'm getting there. But yeah, just everything in general. And now I have the couch, and it's just a couple new movies came out. History of the World Part 2. I tried to watch that. I did fall asleep because I was a little inebriated when
How was Part 1?
Well, you remember Part 1 was Mel Brooks back in the day.
Like right. Okay, that's
80s,
right.
I think is when they did it. So now the new one's out on Hulu. I really wanted.
I thought there was
Ike
always a History Part 1 and 2.
Ike Barinholtz on it. what Josh Gad's in it, Jack Black's in it. So it's just like all the new like funny kids, just like it was, you know, when he did History of the World Part 1. And he's in it. You know, Mel Brooks is still in it, and he's old as shit. But I started watching. I caught about 15, 20 minutes of it, and honestly, I had just eaten, and it was the end of my drinking night, so I kindly fell asleep. So I'm gonna have to revisit
the end of your
that.
drinking night is the beginning of people's workday.
People's workday, yeah, basically about 4 or 5 in the morning. So
some days, like when I wake up at 5 a.m., I'm like, if I text him,
you asked me.
Mom always tells me don't text him before 10, 11 o'clock.
No,
well, he might be up at 4:35.
But me and him have been. He's been texting me at 10 o'clock since we've been meeting up.
I know. I'm kind of proud.
Well, and not even that.
Probably 3 times.
No, yeah.
And then he goes right back to sleep.
I text you in the morning.
No. We're going to meet at Home Depot this Home Depot or wherever we're going to meet.
Now, what's even better is I believe one time I texted him like 30 minutes before I knew he would be waking up.
Him?
Yeah. I texted him 30 minutes before I knew he would actually be waking up. Maybe like it was like 5 a.m. or 4:30 in the morning, and it was like, it was Saturday night, and I was like,
"You're awake
tomorrow's," and I'm awake, and I'm about to pass out.
You're seeing if I hear it.
I'm about to pass out, and I just text you at like 4:35 in the morning, and I'm like, "All right, man, we're gonna do this tomorrow. I'll text you when I'm awake."
Oh, and
but
he's like, "Hey,"
I'm like, he might be awake by now.
Texted you? He's like, "Wait,
did I text you?"
No,
right
it's
back?
the morning, and
I
you're like, "No, wait."
I don't think so, but I was just checking to see because I was like, I mean, he's probably fucking up by now.
Yeah.
If I'm over here reading the paper on a Sunday or whatever, or looking at Smart News and my phone's over there, I ain't getting up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there's been a couple times where I've texted Remy, and I'm like, he's responded at like 9 o'clock, but I think he's probably going to go back to sleep.
No. If I'm up,
that
I'm
never
up.
Yeah.
And it's really it varies between 8:30 and like 11. I would say are my up times.
Now
it
that
just
you're a
depends
homeowner, you get up a little bit early, right?
Well, no, I was doing that at the apartment.
Once his bar's done, it'll be back to sleep all day.
Well, yeah.
Once he gets things,
we don't have to meet up at 10 o'clock in the morning to get shit done during the week as much.
So speaking of, just and Ryan asked, you said, do you have any ghosts? I am the ghost of my own self because I mean this. I'm not proud of this, guys, but the bottle of Jack Daniels has been sitting on the counter, and I keep beer in the house. So there's been some nights where I might black out, but hey, who cares? I'm at my house and I'm having fun. I'm playing video games. I'm doing whatever. Might get into a little blackout status. I'll wake up the next morning and like toilet seats up. Never do that. Never ever do that. I'm habited towards that. There will be the other day I woke up and there was a brand new pack of lunch meat, unopened, sitting on top of the microwave.
You were thinking about eating it.
So you do have ghosts.
So I thought about it, and I guess I just left it out. So I was like, cool.
What ghosts are leaving the toilet seat up and leaving fresh packs of meat?
Seriously, have you heard any sounds or anything?
No, nothing like that.
No aberrations?
Nope.
Or orbs floating through the...
Nothing like that. Just some dumb stuff that
you do yourself.
Like before we finished up Benny's furniture, that little corner balcony thing with the railing... Mm-hmm. That was it was sitting like a mohawk on the trash can lid, and I'm like, who the fuck?
You probably were looking at it. And it's like,
who the fuck
set it down to go get a beer and went to sleep.
And then
how the fuck that get
last
there?
This morning, wake up, there's crumbs from Entenmann's coffee cake, crumb cake, all over the kitchen floor, and the garage door to Benny's room is wide open. So I'm like, okay, all right, so. My point is, I maybe need to take after you guys and slow down a little bit because I've just been having way too much fun. I'm like Kevin McAllister at Home Alone right now, and I'm just going nuts and bouncing on the beds and waving my arms, throwing popcorn everywhere. It's just been a really fun time.
But it's quiet.
Something good did come out of that.
Kind of like a mystery novel for you.
You can't hear it outside.
Something did. Oh, yeah. So, listener land, I mentioned last week that I was going to be picking up all the gear to finalize the music room, and I am proud to say... as of actually last night, because I biffed on the length of a certain cable, but I got it in the mail last night when I got home. Now the music room, I think, is pretty much 100% complete, and I'm very happy about that. So, like I said, Saturday night, I get home from work. It's about 1:30, and I'm like, tomorrow's a big day, Gary. Tomorrow's the big day. You're going to Guitar Center. You're going to get that drum set. You're going to get the kick drum. You're going to get the hi-hat. You're going to get the PreSonus 1810, which is what we use here in the Tiger Cage. I have the exact same PreSonus setup now in Tiger Kennel A, which is I'm super proud of. And it costs about $700, but who cares? What is it? What does Dr. John Hammond say? Spare no expense. That's right, Jurassic Park. Yeah, so we have this whole thing set up. So I don't have the PreSonus yet, so I haven't really recorded any like music yet, but I have all the guitars on the wall. So Sunday was the big day. So I was like, okay. I get home about 1:30. I'm like, all right, you got to do something here. You got to restring all, because I'm usually up 3-4 hours before I go to bed. So it's starting at 2 a.m. Okay, I have a beer or two. I get home at 1:30. Starting at 2 a.m. Well, we lose an hour. So 2 a.m. immediately becomes 3 a.m. And I'm like, all right, well, I said I was going to do this. I have the strings all out. I got my clippers. I got a towel laid out on the washer dryer. I got the camera set up so I can get some fucking fast, what do they call them? I never, what do they call the videos, the speed up videos?
Just time-lapse.
Time-lapse. I always forget the name of it. But yeah, I got some time-lapse videos of me changing the strings on the Epiphone, changing the strings on the Telecaster, and changing the strings on the jazz bass.
Also masturbating. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding out there.
But it's funny because like I'm chain smoking and drinking beers, and it's funny to watch in time lapse.
But you never know that you're drinking that many beers or smoking that many cigarettes. It could be the same cigarette.
Can we just time lapse us getting fucked up one night?
Oh, I mean, because it would probably I've seen people do that. Awesome. Yeah, so I get all that done because I go, okay, tomorrow's the big day, and I'm getting the drums, and my cute, naive ass thinks, okay, this is going to be a quick setup, and I'm going to just jam all day, yay. So
never is.
So I lose the hour, so I don't end up waking up until...
I'm sure as long as it took you to do all these electronic ones, if you were trying to set up an analog set like Josh's, it'd probably take you as long or longer.
Yeah, because you got to put new heads on everything. You got to put heads on everything.
Can I say something? Our place of work, right, decided to put a TV on something 20 minutes before opening, not realizing that we had a program. There's still an hour of programming, so there still is much more, behind the scenes that you have to do. Even when Dad and I put plug things in, there's still more back end stuff.
When Dad and I put up the matching Roku TCL TV and the Roku, there is. So I don't even get up until noon, which is surprising because I was like, I'll probably get 3 hours, 4 hours of sleep. I'm like a kid on Christmas. I'm going to hop out of bed, race down to Guitar Center.
I'll be playing them within 30 minutes.
With Guitar Center does. Are you kidding me? That would fucking kill those cymbals. Yeah. Our Guitar Center doesn't open till 11 on Sundays. Just on Sundays.
Really? That's late.
Well, they open like 9 or 10 on weekdays, but Sundays they open 11. So I'm like, okay, we're going to rush down there, and we'll probably get there early, blah, blah, blah. Nope. Because of that time change, and because I was up restringing all three of those guitars, I did not get up until noon, and then I think I left about 12:45. So I didn't get back from Guitar Center, and of course, Wow bought a 24-pack, but gotta get all the supplies. Didn't get back till like 2. And then, of course,
they started putting them together right away.
Well, not right away. Obviously I had to unload all of it.
Catch a cool buzz.
This was a fun story
that's
too.
What I meant.
This was what made me really proud, because out there in listener land, look, this is something I've been looking to do for myself for 10 to 15 years of my life. That big girl, expensive Roland drum kit, and this thing's it's a couple.
So compared to the one that you gave James.
Oh my God!
Well, I know quality-wise.
Yeah, I might as well be playing that Rock Band drum kit versus like an electronic drum kit. I mean, this thing is fucking tits.
It's like 30 shares of Tesla right now. If you guys own Tesla,
I've been playing every night. But the proud moment, anyway, if I may, the proud moment that I had was when I was at the Guitar Center to go pick it up, and they only had 2 people there, and one was checking a guy out, and one I finally walked up to. She helped me. They put the drumsticks back behind the counter in the drum room, and there's no one in there ever. So you have to ask someone to go back there for you. And I'm like, I don't know if I need 5As or 7As. They're the two closest thing, like weight-wise, size-wise. And I wanted something small and
they're all the same length, right?
They're all the same length.
Plastic tips or whatever.
Nylon or wood, and you want nylon for an electronic kit because you don't want to fucking wear the pads out with wood tips. Most people say. But 7As.
So what did Josh always use wood?
I have no idea.
No.
I have no idea. But I wanted 7As or 5As because they're the lightest and skinniest, and I don't want to beat the shit out of this $2,000 drum set. And I also, that's kind of my drumming style. I'm more wrist than just like monkey arming it. I'm not a John Bonham type drummer. So I wanted something light, so I had to like have her, give me a couple pairs of this.
So 7 and 5A or 7A is the diameter or something?
I think it goes up to like 2A. 7A might be like the smallest, and 2A, like I've
heaviest.
seen some thick boys
Oh,
out
really?
there. Fuck yeah, the drummer from Pantera, Vinnie Paul, he plays drumsticks that
Their
are about
head's
the size
real small,
of a
though,
shit.
probably, though, right?
Yeah, I mean the heads are probably about that big.
Like a regular,
No, they're bigger, but anyway.
Really?
So, long story short, get all that stuff. Go check out, and I go. I'm also here to pick up the delivery. Okay, give me a minute. And then there's two guys behind me in line, and they're like, "God, it's gonna take an hour." Jesus Christ! The blah, blah, blah. And the girl has to walk away and go into the back. And there's only one other guy checking a guy out, and there's a guy behind him waiting to check out. So the two behind me, they're like,
how many guys are checking out? How many guys?
There's a lot of dudes checking out a lot of dudes.
Okay.
And hey, Rick, can you give me a price check on these
Ring
Ernie
me
Ball
up,
Slinkies, please? Thank you.
Thank you, my man.
Yeah, thanks, my man. Yeah, so I kind of feel guilty because I'm standing there. I'm like, fuck, I'm holding up everybody right now, and people, it's a Sunday. People are trying to just buy a pack of strings or buy this and just get in and out. And then she comes wheeling this cart out that has this mountain of boxes that says Roland, Tama.
Fuck this!
Blah, blah,
I'll
blah,
go get my
blah,
strings
blah,
the same ass.
and no, the dude behind me, he goes, an older guy, and he's like,
There's your drum
hey
set.
man, is that all your gear? Did you just buy that? And I was like, yeah, I ordered it online like 5 days ago. And he's like, shit, man, congratulations,
like,
dude. And I was like, thanks. And he's like, what is it? I was like, it's a Roland kit. He's like, oh yeah, that's good. That's good stuff, man. And I'm like, yeah. Just had apartments for the last 10 years or whatever, and couldn't really do it, but just got myself a house, and this is like the crowning moment right here. And he's like, hell yeah, man, congrats, bro, good luck, have fun, dude. And I was like, yeah. And then I was like,
You're like, you want to come over?
he was just like, I could see it on his face. It was true, genuine, like, hell yeah, little dude. Like, you go, buddy. You go. So I'm like happy wheeling my ass out to the car and load all that shit in. I'm at a red light.
Calvin got a job.
I'm at a red light. I took a selfie. Brian started texting me while I was driving on my way home with it. So I'm at a red light and I take a little selfie and got all the boxes in the back.
Man. I was like, what's up with the song?
So I load everything in. Benny's checking and sniffing every box for me, making sure there's no bombs or lizards or tuna in anything.
Anthrax, okay.
And we start. So many boxes. So I'm unloading everything. I get everything set up, and it takes 3 hours just to unbox, set up every little piece. I'm following the instructions to a T because I'm not going to fuck anything up with this thing and let it be my fault. Then finally, 3 hours later and 6 beers and 1 shot later, I have the drum set up. And it's like making a meatloaf. You're like, well, I don't even want to fucking eat this thing anymore.
Yeah.
Nope, just kidding. I got right on that motherfucker, and I'm like, all right, lightning start at 7. We got to watch this game. Man, I booted up the computer. I hooked up the PreSonus. I picked a song. I said, I'm going to do a cover, man. Fuck this. I'm doing the inaugural video for the Tiger Cage Media.
Wow.
The new extension of called Drunk and Cover. I'm going to do the inaugural cover today because today's the day I got the drum set and we're going on this. So I have the lightning on one window on the Mac, and then I have the recording software so I can still hear it. I'm literally listening to the lightning game, you guys, while I'm doing my takes of this song. Like literally. Because it was just my favorite day of all time. This was like the greatest day. So I'm like 6 beers, 1 shot. I set up the camera. I decided to do Keep Fishin' by Weezer, which is a song that I have always loved. It just has a fun feel to it. 2 different time signatures, some good harmonies, fun harmonies, and the Muppets were in the video for it. So that was awesome. And it's just, it's always been a beloved song of mine. And so I decided that was going to be the inaugural video. I am stuck at vocals right now because I need to bring one of these microphones home to do it. But listeners out there, I want to say that actually it's probably going to be yours.
Yours is the most sophisticated one.
Yeah.
It's got all the
bells and whistles
on
exactly. Oh, You owe me a Coke. Yeah, so I still have to do the vocals on that. But listeners, make sure you subscribe to Tiger Cage Media on YouTube, because I think as of this hopefully by Monday, when we release
you're going to have 86, like 25 videos up.
Well, no, there will at least be the inaugural video of me covering on all parts, drums, vocals, guitars, bass, Keep Fishing by Weezer. So make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel out there. It's so much fun. I have guys every night. I've just like gone on there, and it's always at the end of the night, but at least an hour a night. And I'm just saying, y'all are going to start seeing Ryan come over and jam, Dad come over and jam. We're going to start having these. It's called Drunken Cover. And there's a minimum 4 beer requirement. Dad hits off the senior teas though, so maybe like a 2 beer minimum for him.
Sure.
But we'll have some cameras.
Will we have a cart lady coming around?
Now I'm Benny will be like wheeling
okay.
He'll tow a wagon.
Well, to him, he's going to have airplane bottles, but it's going to be like real bottles, so it's going to throw us all off.
He'll have little airplane bottles and little 8-ounce Budweisers on a little wagon, and he'll just come in and check on us.
He'll be like, are you signing up for a Legion credit card too?
I'm telling you, dude.
I don't know.
You get lost in that motherfucker. You're in that guitar room, and you're doing all that stuff. I mean, you get lost 3 hours, you're like, holy shit, I need to cook dinner. I need to get started on dinner. I didn't even realize what time it was. It's just so much fun. And that was probably one of the best days of my life the other day. I just wanted to say that. So enough about me.
Good for you.
Guys, They Call Us the Breeze, episode 86. We have a huge show for you tonight. We have Mike Wants to Be a Bre'llionaire back again. I know we do it every 3 episodes, but this is the 4th episode since, because Chuck and Ryan's tune in, tune out last week. So, Dad, you're going to have fun with this one tonight. And we're going to check in with Wally Burns, see how things are going with him and Lauren. And, lots of other stuff, guys. So don't go anywhere. Dad, what do you say?
Hey, be right back, folks.
All right, Ryan.
Yeah,
Joe Baker Mayfield.
That's exactly what I thought. All right, guys, don't go anywhere. Bye. See, that is probably some of the last drumming I ever did. And that like 10, 11 years ago, man. Right?
Yeah, the kids have been so much more advanced, bro.
Yeah, and I'm doing better than that, just like riding a bike. But anyway, guys, welcome back to They Call Us the Breeze. That's Bravo Romeo Echo Sierra, live from the Tiger Cage. Every Thursday, rain or shine, right around 2:30 p.m. Just make sure you subscribe to our channel out there in YouTube land, and that is Tiger Cage Media. And set the notifications so when we do come on live, you come on live and chat with us. And otherwise, you get us every Monday wherever you get your podcast drip, episode 86. Just talking there in the break about how the emergency broadcasting system and how that used to happen on cable TV all the time. But now that we listen to all the streaming or watch all the streaming services and YouTube TVs and stuff like that, you don't see it anymore. And the guys were like,
it proposes a question.
Begs the question.
Is national security that big of a question anymore if we don't have to broadcast it?
Well, the answer is right under your nose, quite literally, my friend. Nowadays, we get text message alerts for any inclement weather, tornadoes, watches, any flood surges, anything, amber alerts, silver alerts, blue alerts, taco alerts, delivery alerts. You get alerts
Uber Eats alerts.
Yeah, you get delivery. Every alert, it comes straight to your phone, and most people, Dad aside, most people are near their phone, and most of those things they set off aloud. Mm-hmm. You know, you ever be in the restaurant?
So does that make the national broadcast the norm now?
Yeah,
much as an Uber Eats delivery notification would be?
Have you ever been in a public place when one of those things have gone off? I've been in the restaurant before, and like it starts buzzing in my pocket, and I pull it out, and it's like, and then I hear
and then you see everyone else in the restaurant.
Yeah, pretty much everyone gets one. You just say acknowledged or whatever.
Or the tennis court, wherever.
When they all go off like at the same time, it's quite hilarious. It's a symphony of most annoying sounds in the world.
And then the people do not have the cell phone, they turned off their Amber Alerts, and that's even more awkward for the person that turned off the alert.
Oh, I didn't get it.
Yeah,
You
you're
didn't
like,
get it?
wait,
Yeah, no,
I hid these things. You're like, wait, why are you hiding these things?
It stresses me out. What am I going to do? What am I going to jump in the car and go head to Volusia County real quick?
On my backswing.
My
and
name is
pickleball?
Amber. Enough about me.
That's delicious. That is a delicious.
It's pretty good. I haven't had one
delicious
of these
beer.
in a minute.
That's a delicious beer. Well, guys, it is time for celebrity birthdays. Got some good ones for you tonight. Hopefully, you guys know them. Ryan, it looks like you're up 16 points still.
Always, baby.
Yeah,
Always.
it's just sitting at sweet 16. Always. It's time to play celebrity birthdays. Let's do it. This
Let's
one
roll that
for
thing.
March what is this? The 16th?
16th.
Day before St. Patty's Day. Dad, you always point to the calendar like I'm just going to
Yeah,
spin
look-
my head
Day
around.
by day.
Like Linda Blair here. All right, March 16th. Let's
Yep.
go. Let's do it.
Happy birthday! This is your birthday! It's your birthday. Yay! Happy fucking birthday!
There's no birthday party for you here.
Okay.
Can we get some Flog and Molly
I believe,
intro next segment?
I believe, who went first last week? Was it Ryan or Dad?
I did.
All right, so Dad gets to go first this week. Okay, this guy does a lot of voices for children's and adult cartoons, animations. He actually played the chicken in Moana. You might know him as Steve the Pirate from Dodgeball. I know him as Father from Strangers with Candy, and he's been in all sorts of stuff. Kind of gingery, kind of blonde, real pale, big guy. He was in Tucker and Dale vs. Evil. Very happy birthday goes out to the one and only Alan Tudyk.
Way to string together a career, Alan. I tell you.
Great guy, funny, like I said.
He'd have to be about 68.
He was in Dodgeball with Vince Vaughn.
But was he young then?
Yeah, he was one of the
guys on the team.
one of the guys on the team.
52.
Dad says 52.
Do you see that, listener land? How I love my father.
Well, we always try to give him a little help if he's way off.
Yeah, I would say he's probably like 47.
47. Dad said 52. One of you got the double bubble.
It's Dad. It's Dad.
It is Dad.
It's
Alan
Dad.
Tudyk
I
is
knew it.
52.
Well, when you said Vince Vaughn, I would just went to him.
Shoo! So I get half the point.
Yeah.
Well, you get the assist.
Get a lawyer.
Okay, you're the Kucherov.
I know a great
You're the
guy.
Kucherov in this situation.
Get Larry involved.
You get
That's
the,
all he's worth.
He's
is
full of
assists
shit 'cause
these
I had to-
days.
Well, a very happy birthday goes out to you, Alan. Love you, Father.
Be a
Who's
scorer,
that?
Cooch.
Father. All right, next birthday we have up for you, Ryan. Avert your eyes, pervert. Okay, she was in that game show Dog Eat Dog for a little while. Hot blonde model, very attractive, big teeth, big set of teeth on the girl. But just funny, cute laugh, kind of athletic, sporty. But yeah, Dad might remember. But Ryan said, "Oh yeah," and it's his turn. Very happy birthday goes out to Brooke Burns.
Dang, man. Interesting.
Dog Eat Dog. That was a fun game show for a while.
I feel like she's
When
like
was that
I
on?
feel like she's like a little
school?
bit older than you're like
You're in high school?
10 year senior. I feel like she's like 47. I'm gonna go 47 again.
48.
She is 45, so Ryan gets it.
Oh, really?
But good, right around the neighborhood, guys. Very good, very
Nice
good.
shoulders.
Proud of you for that one. Okay, this asshole. I believe he was married to Bridget Nielsen for a little while. He's the weirdest looking little dude. He was the hype man for Public Enemy. He used to wear a big gold chain with a huge clock.
Flavor Flav.
Flav, and
wow.
Flavor of Love. He had his own reality show where it was women trying to date him on
Oh, really?
VH1.
Yeah, love
Dude
of-
looks like a little He looks like a bug.
He looks
just looks like a
gremlin.
little gremlin bug. But a very happy birthday goes out to the OG Flavor Flav. Crazy
Let's say,
shit.
38.
No, he's like fucking 60. All right, let me try to get a double. He is 65 years old.
close. 64. Ryan gets the point.
God, I was gonna go 64.
All right, Dad's up on or
What
Dad,
song?
No,
What
Ryan's up
song
on
did
this.
he have? Like,
No, he was just the hype man for Public Enemy.
okay,
Yeah, so
just a buddy that was hanging out.
well, no, you know, he was on stage. That's what a hype man does. He yells and he like goes, what, you know, all that shit. Just not like the main rapper.
So like Jerome Powell for the Federal
I
Reserve.
don't fucking know or fucking care. All right, next birthday, dude. You're up first, but Dad's gonna know this one better.
Jerome Powell.
He
Who
was-
did he play for?
The Federal Reserve. He's the hype man.
Oh, he played a forward for the Federal Reserve. I
For the
remember that.
interest rates.
That's
All
the
right, Ryan,
double
avert your eyes,
triple A
pervert.
hockey, right?
You two shut the fuck up. All right. I don't remember his fucking character name in Chips, but
Eric Estrada.
Eric Estrada, happy birthday goes out to you, buddy. Ryan's up first on that one.
Clearly, Dad has it dialed in. 72.
I'm still trying to think about his nickname.
Punch.
Yeah, that was it. That's it. Yep.
I don't know why
You don't get
I don't
a
know
double
how that just
Punch.
came to me.
I know,
I
right?
don't know how that just
Because
came
I was
to
going
me.
to say it's some kind of like it's a Mexican name, kind of in a way. So let's see, how old is he?
Ryan
That
said 72.
did he? That's probably close.
Here it goes.
Mark this one down.
Excuse me, because that show came out when we were still living in Ohio, and that was the '80s. So
All right.
that's
Ryan says 72.
I'll go 74.
Another fucking double bubble. 74 on the dot, Dad. Wow. Ryan got 2, but Dad got 2 double bubbles. So yeah, we're
Well,
4 to 2.
You know, I knew it was right in and around there, and I wasn't just going to say 73 because I knew it was going to be.
You almost did. I heard the for a second come out of your teeth.
Now let's try to get this right as close as we can.
Well, that's the point. That's the clothes only counts and horseshoes and hand grenades. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
All right, here we go. Final birthday for you tonight. Took over on bass for the band Van Halen after. God, I don't remember the bass player's name.
Yeah, I won't know this, but
Chip Douglas.
Chip. Where do I? My 3 sons.
yeah, exactly.
No. God, I knew it last night. I forgot it. Michael Anthony, original bass player for Van Halen. He's still alive, but after the breakup and since the resurgence, Eddie Van Halen's kid was playing bass for a very long time, and he's still technically the bass player of Van Halen, as they are still a group. His name is Wolfgang Van Halen, Eddie's son, Wolfgang.
38.
Dad says 38.
Oh, he's probably cruising with a nice 42.
You're both a little off, but Dad's closer because he's actually 32, right? Yep, Wolfgang's kid, and that is birthdays, guys.
Happy birthday!
Wolfgang. Eddie Van Halen's kid. Rest in peace, Eddie.
Fucking birthday!
Eddie, if you're up there listening, we love you. We miss you.
All right.
All right, well, yeah, that was celebrity birthdays. What's up?
This is the kid that comes in with 3 other friends for a 4-top. Orders things like just Eddie Van Halen.
That's Eddie's son, Wolfgang.
He looks like
Wolfgang
a kid that
was
would go
just-
into a restaurant and just order shit out of place and just send drinks back.
Wolfgang is the kid that was. He's a little heavier than that photo now, but he was just on the Taylor Hawkins memorial concert stage weekend thing and was noted huge because they all covered a Van Halen song to kind of honor Taylor and Eddie at the same time, and he played on guitar and he played Eddie's parts and like
He
fucking
can
shredded it.
Okay, so maybe he is.
But he plays bass for Van Halen. He has for a while now. So it's like he's been around his dad fucking wailing Van Halen parts, and he knows enough, you know. So, and the world was like pretty shocked and, you know, teary-eyed to watch that happen. So,
Do you think the kids of like the rock stars are trying to live out their dad's rock star days?
Shane
of
Hawkins,
like going into like clubs.
Well, I think the parents inherently, just like acting parents.
Do you think they're doing that?
I think acting parents, and I think like musician
Not many
parents.
of them. Some.
Or do you
I
think
don't think
they're
they're trying
learning
to
from
be
their-
like their dad. I think they're trying to learn from their dad, and they either have an interest in music and they want to have a career doing it, and they don't know how good they are or bad they are. And there's just some that are not even.
I mean, that's probably a
at
question
all.
in and of itself when you're looking at yourself in the mirror. Do I want to discover that part of myself? Do I want to go down that music path?
If you're going to discover,
like my dad, like, do I want to even go do that? And if I do, like,
if you want to discover yourself, do it in your bedroom first off.
Sure.
And,
Well, it depends on
security cameras.
You know, it depends on the drive. Like Hank Williams Jr. I mean, look at who he lived after.
Yeah.
Hank Williams. I mean, he's a legend.
From what I
Hank
gather,
Williams Jr. didn't do bad.
In listening to, like, okay, I know this is like, you know, it's just one source, but listening to Smartless podcast, all the actors and musicians and directors and people in show business basically that they've had on that have kids,
they say no.
All of them are like, yeah, no, I don't want them to
Unless
do
they
it,
want
but if they
to.
want to, but like I don't push it. I don't really want them to do it because it's so what do you call it, wishy-washy or whatever. It's not a steady career. You could be gone tomorrow and have to find something.
And your highs
And
and low
you're
mentality
really
was.
successful guys like say Glenn Campbell and Willie Nelson and Eddie Van Halen and a bunch of those other guys. You know, their kids.
Hey, don't forget your girl Riri. Your favorite, Rihanna.
Reba McEntire.
Yeah, Rihanna.
Wait, Rihanna? Oh.
Yeah, Dad's favorite, Rihanna. Remember, we come in here all the time. He's always listening to
Got
Rihanna.
my work.
So anyway, a lot of those guys, you know, and Hank Williams Jr. I mean, he's one of the rare ones that become probably outsold his dad, you know, and that's probably rare. But you know,
That's an awkward Thanksgiving.
Well, yeah, Wallflowers didn't outsell Bob Dylan.
you know,
Oh, yeah, never.
so you got like those kids. They don't probably want to try to be a superstar recording artist. They're just happy to play with because they don't need the money, obviously.
Right.
You know, they
I
shouldn't.
think
And
Speaking
they
of
just
Wall-
want to play with them on stage or whatever. It's
I've
like,
been-
yeah, that'd be cool to jam
Yeah.
with
I've
you.
listened
I don't
to-
need to record my own albums and have my own name
Yeah.
and be a star.
Just want to play.
This is cool. I'll do this.
Yeah, just want to play.
Last week and a half, you're like,
I'm gonna
yeah,
hear it all
we
your
should
money
cover
anyway.
Chasing Grace. We should cover a song like 6th Street Avenue, or what is it?
Are we
Wallflowers 6th something Avenue?
6th Avenue Heartache?
6th Avenue Heartache. You told me about that. I was like, I have no idea. Like, just by the name, title of the track, I've been running to it every morning
It's a
on
good track.
repeat
Oh,
for the past 7 days.
It's a decent album, man.
It's
I mean,
so good.
It's got
dude.
some good songs on that album.
That song is so good. Anyways,
Well, One Headlight's a great fucking song. There's some good songs on that album. But yeah, so I mean, like, has either of you seen any blurb or post or video about like Slash's kid? Slash from Guns N' Roses. Like, he has this band.
Does he wail?
And he's pretty good, and he has his own band, and it's all like, they look like high school age kids, and they're all pretty fucking good, and they're like releasing an album or whatever, or they have released an album. It's not really my style of music much.
Is it pretty hard?
It's a little heavy, like Guns N' Roses used to be, you know, like, I mean, it's not anything, I don't think it's anything like Guns. It's hard rock, if not like baby metal, you know, but
the thing is like, who are you going to sell this to? You're going to sell this to your generation
Well, first
of
of all-
TikTokers that just swipe.
First of all, you're not
after 5
selling.
seconds.
You're not selling anything anymore. No one's buying music anymore. As soon as an artist, anybody gets an album up, it goes. I mean, yeah, you can go buy, you know, iTunes and download the album still for a lot of things, I would say, or you can
Do you
right
like
there in the
silo it
very
out?
same app. You can pay for Apple Music, which lets you
I
just
do.
listen to everything for free. I don't use Apple Music. I use Spotify, but same pew, different church. You know what I'm saying? So what I was saying is, you're not selling anything anymore. The only money these artists are ever making anymore is on touring and on merchandise. That's it. Because the music buying industry is completely dead. You know how much return you get for a play on Spotify?
Oh, like cents on the dollar. Like,
Not-
well, it
not
depends,
even
right?
cents on the dollar. Like 0.001 cent per play or some shit like that. So unfortunately, and I'm sorry, you know, like, I want to support bands. That's why I try to go out and go to shows when I can, or, you know, buy a vinyl if they have one, you know, or Ryan bought me a tab book from, you know, every time I go to a pub shirt, I buy a new shirt. or at Pup Show, I buy a new shirt.
Well, I
so.
bought you, let's be clear,
Actually, we didn't buy a
the
shirt.
American Football tab book.
That's what I'm saying. And we didn't buy a shirt the last Pup Show because we were just getting rained on and we were just focused on fuck.
Dude, my shirt went, well, I gained a shirt. It went from my waist down to my ankles, that shirt, after the rain hit.
T-shirts.
It was the
got
most
a nightgown.
wild
The
thing I've ever
Chucks-
seen in my
The
whole
Chucks
life.
that I'm
It
wearing
was
right
so
now,
bad, dude.
the Chucks that I'm wearing right now, the shoelaces, you know how Chuck shoelaces, normally they're just like kind of flat like fettuccine.
These things were like shriveled. Like,
These things are shriveled and like almost
Campazzi.
like tubes now. And that's
Like a
just
reggaeton.
because of sitting in that rain all night, man. It took them 3 days to dry because I didn't like have sunlight to leave them out in. I lived downtown. There was no way to like leave them on a patio or a porch.
You build pup, right, for the dry cleaning?
Yeah.
Okay, because
it's
I'm
$60,
still waiting for
$70 pair of Chucks. You know, I doubt I'm recouping that. Guys, this is They Call Us the Breeze. Don't go anywhere because we're coming back, baby, with Mike Wants to Be a Bre'llionaire tonight. All these questions just come off the top of my head. Sometimes I'll go to some trivia sites, and sometimes I'll do it off the top. Tonight it's definitely off the top. So Dad stands a pretty good chance of winning because they're kind of. I keep Dad in mind when I'm thinking of these things. He does have one lifeline in Ryan. He has a 50-50, and tonight his Call a Friend is Chasin' Gray. So don't go anywhere, guys. We'll be right back. Dad, you feeling
See you
confident?
shortly. Heck yeah.
All right, Ryan, what do you say?
Just can't wait to hear from Chasin' Gray.
All right, we'll see you guys.
We'll be chasing Gray.
Oh, I'll be chasing that
We'll be
win.
chasing that lawyer if that check don't show up
Shoo,
soon.
buddy.
Gee, buddy. All right, guys. See you.
Diapers fuck.
Blow the lid off the joint.
Oh, yeah, guys. Give me 1 second here. Let me just...
Take all the time you need, Braj. Oh, you're sipping on the tea. I hear the mooms.
Oh, man. That is delicious. Oh, God, that's ice cold. It's
Unity.
just good. Unity. Guys, welcome back to another edition of They Call Us the Breeze. That is Bravo Romeo Echo Sierra live from the Tiger Cage. Segment 3 here for episode 86. This one for March 16th, day before Patty's Day.
Oh, yeah?
Don't even care.
Dude,
Don't
we
even,
need to
I'm
open
working.
up. We need to open up the 4th with a nice little flog and molly or something.
Yeah, we don't
man.
talk about anything about Patty's Day. It's just a rookie holiday, man.
Oh, it's just not a Polish
As drinkers, like, I mean,
It's just, dude, it's
just another day.
Go ahead and describe a couple verbs.
Well, someone...
Adjectives.
adjectives?
Yeah.
Well, are you agitated? Because they're adjectives.
I would say hot, sweaty, drunk, puke,
stinky. A lot of pee.
a lot of puke.
I just don't... Well,
What else downtown St. Pete?
No, friend of mine
Loud, a lot of music.
was like... A lot of bands, yeah. And it's on a Friday night this year. It's on a Friday night this year. So a friend of mine at work, she's like,
Lot of
we're
Irish.
going down. We're going down. And I was like, you're going
Good
downtown?
luck, sailor.
it's like you're going to the beaches of Normandy. Okay, well, I guess I'll see you maybe again.
So you like waiting in lines for
I literally said, you could not buy my tab all night long to have me go downtown
at a
on St.
5-star
Patty's Day.
Michelin restaurant. Yeah. No
You
way.
could take me to a steak dinner and then take me to 3 bars on St.
Rococo.
Patty's Day. There's
Yeah,
no fucking way.
I'm not doing it.
No fucking way. Anyway, guys, here we are. Every 3 episodes, we like to do Mike Wants to Be a Bre'llionaire, but we missed a week and we apologize. And we thank you guys out there for your patronage and being patient. We really do. Yep. There they are.
Thank you.
So
Thank you.
Mike wants to be a Bre'llionaire tonight, and we're going to do it. Dad, you feeling good?
Feeling like a winner.
All
Like
right.
you should.
There's
Winner,
one
winner, chicken dinner.
way to find out. Let's get to it, guys. Mike wants to be a Bre'llionaire. All right. As you all know, we're going to ask Mike 10 questions tonight. Multiple choice. He has 3 lifelines. He has a 50-50. He has Ryan, and then he gets a phone a friend. We'll see. For every question is $100,000. We'll see, and every question is a little harder still. Mike, you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, let's
Roll it.
go. Let's roll this motherfucker.
Fucking roll that motherfucker.
That's pretty, foul language from a game
Hey,
show
when
host,
did
but-
you get picked up by the Ohio State hockey team?
This there?
Did you go D1?
Oh, no, yeah, I went D1 there.
Saw your
back
tapes,
in,
bud?
Yeah, they saw my tapes there. I went
They
D1.
saw your fucking
a few
blue
years
line
back
to
there.
blue line.
Few years
Prove it.
back
Let
there.
us see your teeth.
I had to leave there because I had to come start this podcast. You know, it was a little more important to me. But anyway.
Hey, you
All
fill
right.
it out better than I do that jersey there, bud.
Hey, gotta represent. Here we go. First question up for you, Mike. You ready? Mm-hmm. All right. Which planet was reclassified as a dwarf planet in 2006? Was it A, Earth, B, Jupiter, C, Neptune, or D, Pluto?
I have no clue, really, but I would guess Neptune or Pluto. And I was going to say
You don't remember this at all? That one of the planets just decided in 2006 they're like, that's not a planet anymore, and we were all like, fuck you, that's a planet.
Well, exactly. What's the one planet that's been in and out of our ether?
Neptune.
You're gonna go Neptune right off the bat.
Well, Pluto's always been, since I was a kid, a planet.
All of them have always been, since we've been a kid, a planet. You want to go 50-50?
Let's go 50-50.
All right, Earth or Pluto, my man?
All right, Pluto.
Gets it.
That was my first guess, but
This is a great.
However, you said the question, I started thinking dwarf.
Pluto is the tiniest planet.
I started putting dwarf with, what's her name in the Seven Dwarfs? And
Oh,
Snow
Jesus
White and
Christ.
Seven
You went
Dwarfs.
Disney on
She
that?
went way
Yeah,
too
and
deep.
I was like, okay,
This is the
and
first
Pluto is a
question.
Disney character.
And if
They get harder still.
you're like, wait,
So I thought
Walt
there was a
Disney
clue.
created-
I thought there was a
Christ.
clue there.
Next one.
No,
Here we
and
go.
it also says reclassified.
Also-
None of those other.
I get it.
I tried to hit on the planet pretty hard a couple times. But anyway, here we go. This one's a little bit more up your alley. Which of these is not a brand of chewing tobacco? Is it A, Kodiak, B, Redman, C, Phillips, or D, Skoal?
The best. Was
When
Chaw
you
on
say
there?
chewing tobacco, you're talking about chewing tobacco or snuff?
Either or.
Okay, so then what was the third one?
Phillips.
Yeah, Phillips note.
That's your final answer? Mm-hmm. Mike's going to get it.
Because skull is snuff. It's not chewing tobacco.
Yeah.
And Kodiak's
Valley.
snuff.
All right, well, yeah, here we go. Well, I mean, when I looked it up, it just listed those brands. I just looked up chewing tobacco and it listed all those brands. So, anyway, here we go. Who of the following is a sports announcer? Is it A, Craig T. Nelson, B,
No, he's a coach.
B, Bob
Bob Euchre?
Bob Costas,
No.
C, Mark Cuban, or D, Ryan Gorman?
Get the Ryan Gorman Show every Monday morning on
9 a.m.
on WFLA. Let's go with maybe we'll say Bob Costas. I think he does call some sports.
Some sports, yeah.
I think he was on the
just a
Olympics.
The
little
name
once.
sounds familiar.
Yeah.
So you were gonna final answer, Bob Costas?
Mm-hmm.
Well, he's gonna get it, obviously. All right, that's $300,000,
Craig T.
man.
Nelson's anyway, by the way, is Meemaw's boyfriend.
Oh yeah, in Poltergeist, he was amazing in Poltergeist.
You guys don't watch Young Sheldon?
Oh, I didn't know that.
His grandma, Meemaw, that's on
Loves
Young Sheldon.
Craig T.
Now
Nelson.
she's dating Craig T. Nelson.
Oh,
He
he's in
owns
the
a
show.
sporting goods store.
Is he in the show? And he
Oh, yeah.
Of course, he owns the sporting goods.
He
Oh,
does.
that's awesome. Oh, I'll have to watch a clip of that on YouTube. I loved Coach. Coach was we've talked about it plenty of times. Anyway, next question. Here we go.
And Georgie works for him.
$400,000 question. All right, Dad, ready for the $400,000 question? Okay, here we go. What game show host beat the shit out of Happy Gilmore? Was it A, Richard Dawson, B, Bob Barker, C, Chuck Barris, or D, Monty Hall?
Wrong answer, Bob.
Got it. It is Bob Barker.
Funny.
Bobby.
Price is right.
price is wrong, bitch. Yeah. He's like, oh, it looks like you're done. No. Now you've had enough. Oh, great soon. All right, Dad, you have 400,000, man.
You know, Happy, I won this thing last year. I plan on winning it again.
Oh, no, yeah. I'll do my best. Hey, by the way, I loved you on Let's Make a Deal. It's The Price is Right, Happy. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. It happens all the time. All right, next question up for you, Mike. Mm-hmm. Which of these items is used for holding arrows? Is it A, a quilt? B,
with a T, did you say?
Quilt, yes.
Quilt. Blanket, no.
B, culver. C, quiver. D, rapier.
Quiver.
Final answer?
I've got one in there.
A quiver. You got a quiver in there.
I've got a quiver.
What are you,
in
fucking
there.
Robin Hood?
Yeah, you don't know, but Dad, what he does around these neighborhoods at night.
Neighborhood watch, dude. He's like the Avenger. He's out there with a fucking bow and arrow, like an old school bow and arrow, not a crossbow.
Well, I started off with a .22 rifle and fell off the roof like Bruce, what's his name, in the Burbs. So I started getting in the tree with an arrow.
And he's barely stealing shit.
Good
barely stealing
That
shit.
goes off when it hits
Good
the ground.
drop with the Burbs. Yeah. Yeah, good drop. All right,
He's like just taking
$600,000.
Tostino Pizza's rolls, barely taking some stuff.
$600,000
Steve wakes
question.
up the next
Harder
day,
still.
there's an arrow in his tree. I was like, what the fuck did that come from?
Oh, go watch Envy if you want.
And
some
then they look
drunk
up in the
arrow
peak
trouble.
of like Steve's house, and you're like,
Kevin, can we see
in
a
the
video
morning.
of last Friday night?
Christ. Yeah, we'll post that if we get it. All right, next question we have up for you. Which of these is not a brand of drums? Speaking of drums. Is it A, Beller, B, Mapex, C, Yamaha, D, Gretsch?
I've seen Gretsch and Yamaha, which they're not really drum makers. They should just get out of that business. But I've never heard of the first two, so it's got to be one of those two, right? So I'll go to my lifeline, Ryan. I hope you know.
Well, I know it's not Gretsch, and I know it's not Yamaha, so I'm kind of tossing up between A and B, Beller and Mapex. Right?
Well, that's why I called you.
No, yeah. Well, it looks like we're in the same.
I narrowed it down
Looks
to
like
them
we're
two.
Uber sharing right now.
Yeah. What do you think, Ray?
What was the first name of the Mopex?
Mapex sounds just gnarly. Beller sounds like French, like percussion.
Like it could be a European brand that we never heard of.
I think
Gretsch and
Mapex is
Yamaha
probably.
make guitars.
Let's go Beller.
Yeah.
Beller.
Final
No.
answer, Beller.
I've never
which
heard
is-
Beller. No, I don't know Beller.
Okay,
Mapex.
okay, we'll
Final
go there.
answer, Beller.
Mapex. Yeah.
The second one could be a
Matt
Asian.
Smith. Matt Smith used to play a Mapex drum set.
There you go.
Okay.
So
it
Beller is
Asian?
the incorrect.
Is it Asian or?
Mapex is actually a subsidiary of Yamaha that just specializes in drums specifically.
I was thinking
don't know.
Japanese. Well, Yamaha's Japanese. So.
Beller is the name of the drummer for some punk band. I can't remember the name of them. But yeah, all right, you guys got it collectively. Good job.
Beller, hardly even knew her.
Damn it, Michael, pay attention. Next question. All right. The seventh question for $700,000. How many of the 4 members of Led Zeppelin are still alive?
Didn't the last one just die this week?
Is it 0?
Or who was that?
What? No way.
I guarantee you, I will give you this hint. There has been no Led Zeppelin news this week or any time lately. How many of the 4 members of Led Zeppelin are still alive? 0, 1, 2, or 3?
Well,
You still
what
have
band
one.
are they talking about?
You still have
a
one
guy?
lifeline left, Mike.
I'm going to say 1.
You gonna say 1 is left?
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
one?
Fuck, I don't know because I don't know the band that well. Ronnie Van Zant was
Jimmy
one of them,
Plant.
right? But he's
That's
gone,
Leonard
right?
Skinner.
Oh,
It's
that-
And
Jimmy-
somebody did just die from Leonard Skinner, the last original member.
That's who I'm thinking of. Yeah. Yep, that's who I'm thinking of. I'll still go with 1.
You're going to go 1? Final answer?
Still alive, right? 1
of the
3.
4 members.
Oh, I thought you said there was 1, 2, or 3. Oh, so 1's died for sure. You're saying? Let me think.
Of the 4 members, how many are still alive?
2.
Gonna go 2?
Mm-hmm.
I like the confidence, but
All right. 2 final answer.
Yeah, might as well. How many? All of them?
The only person to die was in about 1982. John Bonham, the drummer, passed. All 3 are old and thriving still. Jimmy Page and John Paul Jones, the bass player, played with Foo Fighters, played with Taylor Hawkins on stage. They played at the Taylor Hawkins Memorial Concert. Robert Plant, singer, you know him from being with Alison Krauss a lot lately. Dad, you paying attention to me, or are you paying attention to the white van?
Oh, the white
wouldn't
man.
you?
But Robert Plant is still alive too, because he plays with Alison Krauss and Union Station. You've heard of them
I know
too.
them. I know them well.
Yeah. So 3 out of 4 ain't bad, guys. But that's the end of Bre'llionaire, Mike. Should have went with Chasing Gray on that one, man.
I didn't know.
I
if
think he
knew
would have
that.
known that. Yeah.
I don't know, man. It's just this.
Well, they're not all winners, but it was fun anyway, guys. Thank you. Another edition of Mike Wants to Be a Bre'llionaire. He's taking home $600,000 tonight, so he at least got that far with the help from his friends, and we'll see you in 3 weeks, Mike. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Awesome. All right, guys, and thank you all for listening out there to They Call Us the Breeze out there in listener land. For every one of you out there that's listening, there's 1,000 that aren't, so make sure you tell your friends on the break, because we're coming back. We're going to check in on Wally Burns, see how everything's going with him and Lauren.
I'm
very excited to see about that. So don't go anywhere, guys. We will see you soon. Dad, what do you say?
See you in a minute.
All right, Ryan?
going to go help this truck park his car. Jeez.
Yeah, it's been
Back and forth. Back and
I don't think there's a drug deal going on. We'll be right back, guys. Bye.
That does sound good.
Got to remember that when you press
that
the
was good.
space bar in Logic, it stops the recording for a second.
Well,
So-
that was very quick recovery on
Well,
your
you
end.
know, you forget these things. You set up all these different key commands, but you have them all over all sorts of different platforms. You got to remember that if you're in the wrong window when you want the SCO to SCO, you might be stopping the recording. So it's something to keep. It's just, tips and tricks for your average podcast guy out there.
Yeah.
I know everyone has one. I know your Aunt Mimi
That's free.
has one.
That's
I
free
know
stuff.
the toll booth guy that you love, John. John's got one. Everyone's got a podcast these days. So just, we're not trying to be too selfish out here. We give you tips and tricks and
Tits and trips.
tips and tits and tricks and
We like to
treats.
spread them around.
We like to spread our tits around here. This is They Call Us the Breeze. Bravo Romeo.
You get
Echo
enough
Sierra.
tips, you get tits and tricks.
It's true. And then you get the khakis, and then you get the girls. Guys, this is They Call Us the Breeze. That's Bravo Romeo Echo Sierra, live from the Tiger Cage, episode 86. Getting ready to get out of here. Final segment, but before we go, he's holding the line right now. Very good friend of the
He's been
show
on for a long time, I think.
Oh, he's probably been listening. He loves the damn show
Yeah.
anyway. And he's probably at a honeymooners anyway, like they always are. And he, a good friend of the show, Wally Burns. We've been following along with his legacy lately. He's been really seems to be settling in with that girl Lauren. They've been living together. They decided to move in together right around February, I believe
Always
it
a
was.
fun thing to
So
always
the-
a fun thing when you're in the honeymoon.
Well, yeah, and he's a good guy, and he's a good friend of ours, and we just don't have anything better to talk about, so we're gonna call him up and just see how everything's been going with him and Lauren.
Yeah, I'd love to hear it.
But he's holding the line right now. Has been since the break. Let's get him on here. Wally Burns,
Wally.
how are you, big guy?
Yeah, I'm here.
How are you, man?
Do you guys have me? Do I have you?
We hear you loud and clear, sir. Excellent to have you on. How's things been, man? It's been a few
Excellent.
weeks since we talked to you.
Been very good, actually. On a little bit of vacation.
Okay, all right. Well, how's Lauren? How's Lauren?
Come.
How's living with
Lauren's
Lauren?
good. Lauren's
You guys have-
awesome, yeah.
you guys have been,
Everything's good. We're on,
About a month living together, by my calculations. I think you guys moved in together. You
Wait
said-
a minute. Are you living with Lauren or Warren?
Warren, Mike,
Dad,
Wallen,
we talked about this, man. We talked about it. Don't make fun of the kids' speech
We
impairment.
coupled over this. We whipped some dirt on top of it. It's Wallen.
Lauren. And Lauren, so it was the day before Valentine's Day when you guys officially moved in, so that's about a month ago. Everything going well?
Everything's going great. Actually, we started to talk about taking trips, and we're on one right now.
That's excellent. Okay, where'd you guys go?
Believe it or not, we're in your backyard, Webby.
Well, it sounds like you're at a bar either way.
Well, I mean, I'm at a bar. I'm not at honeymooners like you said earlier. I do venture out. I'm in your backyard. I'm in Clearwater, Florida.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool. Wow,
Yeah.
that's interesting.
Well, there's a basketball tournament going on down there.
Oh,
and it's
little
this
bit of
weekend
golf.
with the PGA tournament. And Wallen, you know what? I don't want to talk about it, but she got tickets for us for the weekend.
Okay, she got tickets for you for the weekend for the Valspar tournament.
Yeah,
That's
so
awesome.
Everything's kind of
Now, is she as big of a golf fan as you are, or is this just kind of a gift for you?
Well, you know, I love playing golf, and I love my par threes, and I love to, bust off the guys. But we got some great tickets. Don't really want to talk about it. Don't want to get into how we got the tickets.
Well, you can't now. You can. Wally,
but it's going to be right in your
Wally,
neck of the woods.
you can't come on and say that you don't want to talk about something and literally build the listeners up like that, man. You got.
Yeah, not deliver.
How did was it scandalous? Did she have to blackmail somebody? I mean,
no.
what?
This isn't House of Cards on Netflix, Wemmy. We don't blackmail people around here, especially when it comes to golf.
Yeah, I don't know.
If anything knows, and if Mike and if Ryan knows,
blackmail how in golf?
Well, you just don't put bad things out there.
Oh, yeah, I guess that would be, that'd probably be par for the course. No pun intended.
Yeah, very good, Wemmy. Very good, par for the course.
So you're a big golf fan, so this is something Lauren decided to do for you.
Yeah, she wanted to take me on a weekend getaway, and when we were literally mid-flight, we were on takeoff on the tarmac, she says, she looks at me, and she says, don't get mad. And I said, what?
Okay.
And she said, I got these tickets that we've been talking about, and I said, yeah. She goes, there's a reason why I got these tickets. And I go, how'd you get these tickets, Wallen?
Oh God.
She said, well, you remember.
Don't get hot-headed because we don't. You guys have been going good.
I know, and this is me practicing my
your chi.
My chi, my meditation. And she
Namaste,
said, I got these tickets when I used to work out Hooters.
Oh, so the truth comes out.
So not only did she works out Hooters.
So you weren't aware that she worked at Hooters in a previous life to you.
I could.
Well, where did you meet her? Where did you meet her?
Wing house.
Well, no, I met her at the honeymooners.
If you were about to say Mugs and Jugs, I'd be like,
no. Mugs and Jugs is one place she wants to go down when we're in Clearwater. And I already looked it up. I think it's closed. It says temporarily closed.
Oh, okay. Probably from COVID. I wouldn't know. So
all right.
So
BF. No, okay, Wally. BFD, dude. So your girlfriend that's very lovely that you met outside of that life used to work at a Hooters. I mean, and those girls. It's not like they're at a strip club. I mean, I know they're scantily.
It's kind of like a batch of honor when you walk into places.
I know they're scantily clad sometimes, but they're just girls out there trying to make money, just like everybody else in the world, and they're not
trying to scratch a living.
It's not like they're. I mean, not that there's anything wrong with strippers. Don't get me wrong.
There's nothing wrong with strippers. And this is not going to ruin the weekend.
Yeah,
I'm going to be able to get down there and Innisbrook, Copperhead, and watch some weight golf and hang out in the Hooters tent. It's called the Owl's Nest, and apparently you can drink for free and you can have
all
the chicken wings that you ever want. So I'm very excited.
So
all the chicken wings that you could ever
happy
want.
Ending to what could have been.
Yeah,
because
MVP,
everybody
said,
wins. Everybody wins in this scenario.
Yeah.
Lauren used to work at Hooters. Doesn't matter.
I'm curious, Wally, where are you going to be? Because I used to be at Valspar a lot with my old job. Are you going to be walking around?
You ain't going to Valspar this year.
Well, where are you going to be at exactly, Ryan? Because I want to know. If we're going to be there, I want to hook up with you.
Well, I'll tell you right now, Wally. Ryan, no matter what he does, he's going to be 30 minutes to 2 hours late to meeting you, wherever the hell you decide.
Well, that's not... Well, Ryan, if you win the gates and if you're on the grounds, text me, but I'm usually out by noon.
All right,
Yeah.
so that's great. You guys are taking a little vacation, you and Lauren, hanging out and doing the Valspar tournament. Things are getting pretty serious.
I'd love to hang out with you guys if you guys are free on that day. I don't know
What
if you
weekend
guys
is
are
that?
doing.
What weekend is that?
Well, it's this weekend, Wemmy.
Oh, okay. So like maybe next Thursday you come over to the studio if you're still going to be in town?
If that's okay, I don't know. Wallen's been raving about the way that she can make these fried chicken wings and something, and I don't know because we're going to the Wings Nest anyway, so I don't know how this is going to work.
All right, we'll talk about it here on the show,
If
man.
you want.
Yeah, we'll talk about it here on the show, and maybe we'll get you on for next week right here live in the Tiger Cage. But either way,
love that.
hey, keep say hi to that girl for me, and make sure she
We
knows
will.
that you're
I mean,
gonna.
I'll let you know how everything goes.
Enjoy the tournament.
Yeah, make sure that she knows that you definitely gotta keep you out of trouble. As long as she knows that. So.
100%, Wally.
Okay. Well, Wally, good to talk to you, man.
It's good to
talking to you.
It's good to see. Yeah, Mike. Good to talk to you, Ryan.
Wally.
Good to talk to you. Always a man of one word.
All right. I'll text you sometime tomorrow or over the weekend about possibly coming on the show, Wally. We love you, man.
All right. Love you
See
too,
ya.
Emmy.
All right. Cool. So that was Wally Burns there.
Live from...
Okay.
All right, so that was Wally Burns,
The
yeah.
dude is in town.
Okay, so Wally Burns
Dad, I
is
wish we had
in
some
town.
Sam bucks we can Sam Burns bucks we can get.
Can we perhaps get the guy on?
I'll tell you what,
think?
that was special. So
Yeah, I think. I mean,
get Wally on next week when he's in town?
I'm saying if you guys are down for it, I'm
yeah, we
willing
might as
to.
well. We'll check see if he's still in town.
Just have the boys.
I mean,
run through
Larry was in when you
Larry,
were gone, and we've had Benson in the past, and obviously we've had Chuck, we've had Joel, we've had Brother Adam, we've had Haley Bear. Might as well. The more the merrier. So maybe tune in for that next week, guys. And also, like I said, every Monday where you get podcast rip, hopefully by this Monday, not guaranteeing, not making any promises, but hopefully the very first video of the inaugural Drunk and Cover. So make sure you're out there subscribed to Tiger Cage Media on YouTube. And with that, we're just kind of going to get the hell out of here and go do whatever the hell we want. We'll see you guys next week. Bye-bye, everybody. We love you.
Catch you later.
Night.